Hello friends, today's analysis will be on a stock which has been in a downtrend continuously for many years, and the recommendation of the same has come from one of our viewers also in the comment box. Today's stock is Idea, that is Vodafone Idea. Friends, this stock is a huge learning for most of the NAV traders or investors, because to my knowledge most of the traders have been taking averaging positions, have been buying on downfalls by the principle of averaging costs, but this has proved to be very wrong for most of them, because the price has been going down significantly since the last 5 to 6 years. Now this concept of averaging tells us that if you are buying at a lower price, you are accumulating more units, but from the point of view of technical analysis, this turns out to be a very incorrect way of investing, because the trend is against you when you are initiating a buy order on a chart. The same happened with Yes Bank a few months ago. The price kept on making lower lows and people kept on buying it. Obviously people also made profits in it after it started making advances in the bullish direction, but then see friend, this is not stock markets should not be looked as a game, because people will win, people will lose, but you need to follow certain principles before you enter into any stock. There has to be a reason for entering a stock. Just because the prices are falling, you cannot enter a stock expecting that it will rise up again and then you will make profit. That is not the correct reason for entering into any stock. You just can't expect the price to go up without any reason. Just because it has been falling down does not mean that it will rise up, because so many people while investing in Idea also must have thought that the price will be going up just because it is going down, but that did not happen. 1 year, 2 years, 3 years, 4 years, and now after 5 years you see some kind of advance in the price. So let's discuss all this by going on the chart of Idea and analyzing further. So here we are on the monthly time frame of Idea, and what we can see here friends is that the price has been showing a reversal change every 4 years. So to begin with, it was in an uptrend move over here. This is the uptrend move that we can see. Then the price moved sideways. It moved sideways for around 2-3 years, and from then onwards we can see this heavy bearish movement in the price, and this has been a huge correction in the market, in the price of Idea. There was a time when it touched nearly less than, as we can see here, less than 2 rupees also. So what most of the people have been doing in this stock of Idea, as far as my knowledge is concerned, that people have kept on averaging their entry prices and they've kept on buying at lower levels, and that has been happening since so many years, but the price, to their surprise, kept on making lower lows each and every session of trading. Most of them had to sell Idea at very low points. A few of them kept holding it, but there are a very few people who still holded that stock. So the point here which I want to put more light on is that why do you need to buy a stock which is already in a downtrend? The same thing happened with Yes Bank also. People kept on buying the stock when it was making lower lows. Same thing happened with Idea. When we can see that the trend is in the downward direction, you have to wait for the trend to change. You have to wait for the price to make a reversal chart pattern or a reversal candlestick pattern, so that you get some kind of a confirmation to confirm that the price is moving in your direction. It is showing a bullish trend, and then you can make the trend your friend, and then you can take more benefit out of this. So here you can see this accumulation phase happening, the price taking a support at this level, and then it is on the verge of making a rounding bottom. The rounding bottom is not yet established so convincingly to say that we are seeing a trend reversal over here, but the trend reversal is about to happen. That is what we can conclude from the monthly time frame. Whether or not it is still very eminent, that is yet to be decided, which we will go further in the weekly and daily time frame to understand more about this. But as of now, what you can conclude from the monthly time frame is it is in a huge bearish momentum, because even if you consider these candles over here, friends, you see that the price was making a lower low, it showed a bullish sign again, but then again it kept on making lower lows, then the price moves up again, then takes accumulation, then takes a distribution, and then it kept on going down again. So do we have to trust these two candles which we are seeing over here? As of now, as per the rules of technical analysis, we cannot confirm that there is a trend reversal from the monthly time frame. There can be a trend reversal tomorrow, the price can shoot up like anything is possible in the stock market. But if we are following one god, let's say if you're following one god, you have to believe in it. If you're following technical analysis, you have to believe in it, which says that you should not trade against the trend, let the trend be established, and then you should take a position in the stock. So that is the first impression which I'm getting by looking at this stock. So if I also look at the momentum indicators, you can see the momentum indicators are struggling, though the slope is upwards right now, but still it is way below 40, which is a very oversold region. RSI below 40 is an oversold region. So that is the first impression which I get from looking at the monthly time frame, is that it is in a huge bearish momentum. So here in the weekly time frame, you can see that the price has been taking a resistance of EMA 21 very regularly, and it has been very close to the EMA 21 line until recently, when it showed a bullish signal from here, and then it started advancing upwards. Now here, if you see, friends, the price has been rejected in the current week. This red candle you see here, this shows a rejection of higher prices. And if we draw a few trend lines over here, the first trend line that we can draw is this support line, which is very clear on the chart that the price has been taking a support over here before it started taking an advance. And the other trend line which I can draw here is this one, where you see that the price has been taking a support once again over here. This has been the support part, and now you can see the same trend line is acting as a resistance for the price. So if we go to the daily time frame, so here in the daily time frame, what do we see? First of all, let me change the color of this resistance line here, so that it does not create any confusion. So this trend line, this blue trend line that you can see, the price respected this trend line as a support on 3-4 occasions in this part of the chart, then again here, and then again in this part of the chart. And now what you can see, that the price, while it was making a bullish move, it faced the resistance exactly at this part of the chart, which is coinciding with the support line which we drew earlier, which is the resistance right now. Similarly, to reiterate this fact, again, if you see, if I draw a trend line here which is acting as a support for the price in this part and extend it further, you can see that there are multiple supports over here, and the same price and the same line was acting as a resistance for the price in this part. The price tried to make an advance in the upward direction, but then again was pushed back, and finally there was a breakout of this resistance line over here, and then the price started moving upwards, and it halted at a point. It did not keep on moving upwards. It halted at a point, and that point was where it faced the resistance which was earlier as a support for the price. Why this happens, friends? Because there are so many people who must have bought the stock at this price, and they were waiting for this price to come, and then when the price approached this price again over here, they all sold their stocks, and that's the reason why, due to the heavy selling, the price kept on moving down. So here in the daily time frame itself, if I again identify a level, I can see that the price took supports over here also in this part of the chart, and now if this trend line fails to act as a resistance for the price will move ahead. And what is the next target for the price? If the price makes an advance from this line, the next target would be at this line. So this line is at 15.58. So that is the next target if the price crosses this line as a resistance. So let me note that down over here, and so that we can refer it in the future. The target which we have set here is 15.5. as it is a earlier support for the price. And what would be the entry price? The entry price is 11.76 is actually the resistance line. So we can consider after we see a bullish move from here, let's say the swing high which the price formed earlier, 1 ATR above this line would be your entry price. So let's consider it at to be, let's say it can be at 12.8. So your entry point at 12.8, that is your after the breakout of current resistance. After the breakout of the current resistance, we can enter this price. Now what should be a stop loss for this trade? So let us understand that once the price starts trading below this resistance line, it will be very difficult for the price to again make an advance in the bullish side. So this support line should act as your, this resistance line which was earlier a support should act as a support for the price once again. Please understand this line once again, that this was acting as a support earlier, is acting as a resistance right now, but for a beneficial trade it should act as a support once again. So if the price fails to respect this line as a support once again, then you should exit this trade. So your stop loss will be at exactly at this support line, which is at 11.6. So let me make a note of this also. 11.6, which is a current resistance and will act as support later. So this is the analogy behind that. So we have found all these levels over here, but does this trade support a risk reward ratio, which is very important to see. So if I consider 11.8 as the entry point over here and see the growth here, we can see it is around 20%. But if we put a stop loss over here, so we see it is minus 7.4%, so that is around minus 8%. So a profit of 20%, a stop loss of 8% is well within our rights to go for the trade, because it is more than 2:1%. The risk reward ratio in this case becomes more than 2:1%. So this becomes a valid trade from the point of view of risk reward ratio also. So you can go for it according to your understanding. But friends, one interesting thing which I observe in the chart again here is, and which supports my style of trading, is I would like to enter this stock in this price range over here, because I think that taking this trade right now can be a risky trade. And if you let the price advance to a higher level and then enter, though you will be taking less benefits out of it, but the chances of it turning the way you want it to be increases if you let it consolidate in a much wider band. So this price here again will be a good entry point over here, because there has been a gap down opening in this part. You can see here, this is a gap down opening over here, this is a gap down opening over here, and this gap will be filled up by the price if the price starts to advance in the bullish direction. So a entry in this part, once this resistance line is broken somewhere around 16.5, and then it can advance upwards till this level, let's say till 28.68 is that level. I find these levels more lucrative from my personal style of trading, my personal psychology, because I believe in riding the trend rather than hoping that the trend will change. So I think a few of you can also consider this point here after this second resistance is broken as the entry point, and consider this point here because this point here is also acting as a support line. You see here, this has been a support for the price over here for multiple sessions, and now this can be the, let me delete this arrow here which can be misleading, because the price from here will advance till this point, and this point can be your next target. So personally, I like to be in a zone wherein you get more confirmation and the trend turns totally bullish, and then you enter the trade. So it differs from trader to trader. It depends according to it depends on your trading psychology and what style of trading you have been doing since many years, on which you have got hands-on practice and experience. So you can refer this image on the screen, and here you can see that I have mentioned 2 entry points here and 2 targets for various trading styles. The first one is for a higher risk appetite, and the second entry point which is marked is for a lesser risk appetite, and similarly the targets are also given for each entry point. You can refer this image and take a decision for yourself. I usually like to compare trading analogies with cricket analogy. See, there is no way you can tell Virat Kohli to go and block the first 10-15 balls and then start hitting in the end overs. You cannot tell a Dhoni to go and hit from the first ball itself and then protect his wickets in the end overs. Both of the players are great players, and both of them play the way they like to do it, and the way they have been doing it in the past for so many years, which has given them success. Similarly, you cannot tell a trader to follow certain principles or to follow a certain trading style. The trading style comes with experience, it comes with knowledge. The way you want to take a trade, you can take it, but then you need to have a valid reason for taking that trade, and you need to maintain that same set of thoughts, the same set of knowledge, the same set of psychology for each and every trade that you will be taking in the future also, so that you give ample amount of sample size for your trading strategy to be tested. So this is one stock of idea where we have seen multiple emotions of investors. People have lost huge amounts of money in this stock. People have bought on dips, which led to such huge losses for them. Even recently, when the price started making advances, people have lost money, people have gained money also, people have lost money also. So it has been a very bloodshed kind of a last 2 months for this stock of idea. So personally, I like to avoid such stocks where there is a huge volatility. I prefer it to come to my zone. When it comes to my zone, I consider it as bullish, and once it comes to my zone, I like to trade it rather than me making my elastic views on it and going into the zone of the price. That is not what I prefer. I prefer the price to come in my zone. Similarly, if you ask MS Dhoni, he will tell you that the ball needs to be there in his zone, and then only he goes for his shots. So that is this is the analogy which you can refer to. Sports is something which I follow personally, and I also learn from all these sporting legends. So this is the way I like to keep my psychology healthy, by referring it to various other things that are going around apart from trading. So not only the price action, but the psychology of traders is also one thing that you can learn from this stock of idea. So the decision is for you to take, friends. You need to decide for yourselves whether your risk appetite supports stocks like these, which are in a continuous downtrend since so many years. There has to be a reason why it is in a downtrend, and just because it is in a downtrend, we cannot expect it to go up. That is not a valid reason from the point of view of technical analysis. You can call it value buying, you can call it spotting the trade earlier, or spotting the stock earlier, so that you gain maximum out of it. But then there are so many stocks in the stock market. Why do you want to choose a stock for investing which is already showing you bearish signs? There are so many stocks which are making higher highs after making highs every single session. So you can go for those stocks. You can go for sectors which are doing really well. The rounding bottom in this stock of idea is not yet established the way it should be for you to be really bullish on the stock. It will take time, and once it makes advances in the bullish direction and you see a complete U kind of a formation, maybe you will be late to take the stock, but that does not mean that you should have a FOMO. It does not mean that you should have a fear of missing out, because if not idea, there are various other stocks which are already in a bullish trend. If you are riding the trend and trailing the stop losses, you can earn a huge value from those stocks also. So it is all up to you. If you wish that this kind of a trading style suits you, if it has given you profits in the past, you should definitely go for it. There's nothing like it. So friends, if you find this analysis of today useful for you, if it has given any value addition to your knowledge, Also, the psychology part of the trading that we discussed in this tutorial today was really helpful. Please subscribe the channel, enable the bell icon. Also, please like and share the video to various other investors and traders in the stock market who are doing well or who are in fact also not doing well. This can help all of them. So please subscribe the channel, enable the bell icon. Also follow all other videos that are there on this channel. All the stocks are doing really well, which are already in the bullish zone. Primarily like Torrent Pharma did well today, it also did well yesterday. All the other stocks like Aurobindo, Lupin are doing well. The links of these videos is given in the description. So friends, that's it in this video of today. See you again. And also, if you have any comments for us and if you want specific stocks to be identified and analyzed on this channel, please mention it in the comment box. Thank you.